All right, let's take a look at the Riverside County death investigation video you guys have been sending me. I appreciate that. Welcome to the channel if you're new. I'm Dominick Izzo. I'm a retired cop from the northwest suburbs of Chicago. I'm a defensive tactics expert, use of force, former instructor, FTO for the department. I believe in changing cop culture for where it's at today. If you're new to the channel and you expect some bootlicking, you're not going to get it. If you're new to the channel, you expect police condemnation because I think all cops are bastards, you're not going to get it. What you're going to get is, I love the profession of being a police officer, but my God, is it fucked up lately. I have no idea what's been going on with it. It's getting horrible. And the problem I see is, it's not like a job at Starbucks where you screw up an order and you can learn as you go. And what I walk out with it's Christmas time, right? Because I'll use that example. My grande eggnog latte, and I go to take that first sip and, ooh, it's a peppermint. I don't want peppermint. I want my grande eggnog latte. So I go all back in and irritated and say, excuse me, Daryl, or whatever your androgynous name is with your long hair at Starbucks. You mismade my order. I need it made. Oh, sir, not a problem. We will comp you for your order, and I get my eggnog latte, and I get to enjoy the rest of my day with that. It's not like it. It's in law enforcement when cops screw up in the process of either learning or they weren't trained right. People suffer. People suffer. People get arrested when they shouldn't. People get hurt while being taken into custody because cops don't know how to take them into custody. And people die. People die. We've been seeing this lately. The amount of cops who are shooting and killing people. I've never seen this in my entire time being a police officer, and I'm no longer one. Cops are so bad at the job, but we're justifying the use of force they're using because we're lowering the standard and quality of police officer that we're bringing in, that we have to, by nature of use of force standards, we have to lower it to their threshold. More Americans will die at the hand of the police if we don't fucking do something about it. So welcome to the channel. If you want to support the channel, there's many ways to do it. Go to the bottom of the description of the video. You can click and buy my book, Before the Badge, Everything You Need to Know Before You Become a Cop. Betraying the Badge is being written as we speak. I'm working on it currently. It will be my second book that's released by wordsmatterpublishing.com. You can go to, we have a PayPal for Cop Talk Live. We have a Patreon, which is the most important thing. I bring up the topics. You guys, believe it or not, have the solutions. Patreon.com, Cop Talk Live, has our group community. And right now we're working on a proper time for our roll call, weekly roll call. Sunday doesn't seem to be working for you guys. I don't know if it's going to be Monday. Leave me in the comment section below. When works best for a weekly roll call where you come on and collectively as a community, we talk about the issues and we critique these videos. And then we have a monthly roll call. For once a month, we have the issues all together. We talk about and we determine how to change this cop culture together. That being said, all the descriptions are below. In the description below are all the links, and you can support all the work going on this. Let's take a look at this critical incident together. Riverside County in death custody from June 20th, 2025.
Hello, I'm Riverside Police Chief Larry Gonzalez, and I want to share information with you regarding a critical incident involving our officers that took place on Friday, June 20th, 2025. In this case, the person arrested later died at the hospital while in police custody. Whenever a critical incident occurs, we are committed to providing our community with as much information as we can as soon as the investigation permits. Our goal is to help you better understand the facts as they are currently known. Please keep in mind this investigation is still in its early stages, and a full review typically takes several months to complete. That morning, around 6:38 a.m., our Public Safety Communications Center received a call from an employee at the McDonald's in the 7400 block of Indiana Avenue, located in the Casablanca neighborhood, reporting a man who had been seen inside the men's restroom for about an hour. The caller said they knocked on the restroom door, but got no response and could not hear or smell anything coming from inside. Here is the audio from the call that our dispatch center received.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
Hi, just I want to let you know right now I have one person in the restroom, have more than 1 hour inside, and he's no answer.
What's the address?
The address?
Yes.
7074 Indiana Avenue, 7474 Indiana Avenue.
What's the name of the business?
McDonald's.
So when you go to knock on the door, does the person say anything?
Yeah, a lot of people go and knock the door, and he's no answer, nothing. He's not in more than 1 hour. So I send one person, and I examine a person or two, and no, examine another person, and nothing in there.
Okay, but do you hear anything from inside the bathroom? Like water running? Does it sound like they're making noises? Anything like that?
No.
Oh. Was it a male or a female?
Male? Male.
Like, did anyone see him before he went in?
Yes, the male guy, he saw him.
Okay. Was he white, black, Hispanic, or Asian?
I'm sorry?
Was he white, black, Hispanic, or Asian?
White.
How old did he look?
I don't know, like 40s or 30, not 30s, I think. He told me like 30.
What was he wearing?
I'm not sure. Let me ask. Shorts and what else? Shorts and black shirt.
What is your name?
My name is...
I like how we can get all the information on somebody who hasn't committed a crime except for their name and whatever. But when it comes to this, let's censor for confidentiality. But let's get it that it's a male, white, in his 30s, wearing shorts, who has just been in the bathroom for an hour. With the amount of protein that I eat, an hour is nothing. Well, let's keep going.
What's your last name? And your phone number? Are you a manager or an employee?
No, the manager.
Okay. And is he in the men's restroom or the women's?
No, in the men's.
Now, for those who are wondering, we got about 2 minutes plus worth of information going from the call to the dispatcher, and a lot of people would think, okay, what do you got to do? Collect 5 minutes of information, then dispatch it out. I don't know how it's done now, but I do know that for the most part with our dispatch center, while somebody was on the phone taking the caller's information, they were typing it into a screen that another dispatcher could see, and then they would start to roll out who the necessary agency was. Was it fire department? Was it a fire? Was it paramedic? Was it law enforcement? Was it loose dog that the CSO could have handled? So it's not like they get all the information then type it in. So like 9 minutes went by, and if it's a real serious situation, then oh my God, this person's being stabbed to death. No, they're getting the information in real time, sending it out as they go.
Question.
Okay, we'll send someone over there to check on him and see what's going on, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now, let's have a question here for a second. Let's play at home, kids. Who should the dispatcher send? Over time, my views have drastically changed. We went to a ton of well-being checks. We escorted the police or the fire department all the time on trouble breathing, lift assists, all this kind of stuff. The police have gone from, and I'll tell you flat out, 100% the cops are looking for shit in your home. If you are somebody who's trouble breathing, right? You go by grandma's house and grandma can't breathe, too hot, right? It's summertime and it's 90 degrees. Grandma's got the heat cranked up even though it's summertime because she likes it warm and she can't breathe. And you're the concerned grandchild and you're like, man, I got to call the paramedics, and all you want is paramedics. Most of the time, the police will show up. I will tell you firsthand, at the order of our chief, it was, look around. Look for content in plain view. Get an ID from the caller for your report. We did it all the time, right? You got to go to a trouble breathing call. You respond as the police department in order to back up the fire. You could not just go, yeah, fire's 10-2. I'm going 10-8. According to the chief, you had to punch a number, write a report, which meant you need a subject contact line. Ma'am, yeah, I know you called it. Can I have your ID for my report? Again, the people don't know that they can say no. Like, why? I don't understand. What do you mean? Why do I have to give you I just called from my grandma that can't breathe. Why do you need my information? I have guilt. I'll publicly admit this. I have guilt over one assist rescue call because I wasn't thinking like a human being. I was thinking like a cop. Trouble breathing call. I went there. It was a cancer patient. He was in his Barcalounger. I was standing there just in case the paramedics needed anything, and I stepped on an extension cord. It was under my feet, and I kind of did this, and I looked, and there was a door behind me, and there was fluorescent light coming from behind the door. You guys already know what I'm talking about. So I had to open the door to make sure that, nobody was going to come out and ambush me, right? And there it was, cancer patient. There was a pot plant. Of course, I'm a fucking scumbag, and I don't even know if the guy's still alive today. And, these are things I have to atone for. I wrote a report. I went to go get a warrant. Pot plant. Marijuana grow. Fucking scumbag. I was a piece of shit because all I saw was a crime. When you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. God, that one fucking kills me. So stupid. So you have to give your license up, right? You don't have to, but the cops are going to manipulate it. And that's exactly what they wanted out of us. You need to look while you're going for an assist rescue. You want to look and see, do you see drug paraphernalia in the house? Do you see, weapons in the house? Do you see things that can match stolen property from other calls? The police are not your friends. They're not your friends. The police are there to create crimes out of anything they can articulate, and I was part of the fucking problem. That one plant was not the first time. It happened to me 3 times. I found 3 grow houses on accident. One was because of a hit-and-run car accident. One was I dropped a juvenile off at the wrong fucking location. It was the next-door neighbor house, and there it was. Garbage bags up on the windows, sweating in the middle of February. And I'm like, oh, we have a fucking grow house. It is what it is. But we are trained to ruin your fucking life. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So again, the question to get long-winded is, who should be called to this call? It is someone is in the bathroom. But they're in there. A, McDonald's property manager needs to have a key, gain entry into the bathroom. There's no crime. There's no crime. The police do not need to be there. If this is a concern, call the fire department. The police do not need to respond to this. The police are there to investigate crimes, change a tire when you want to, help an old lady cross the street based on what they observe, and proactive material. But when it comes down to responding, why do the police need to respond here? They don't. There is zero indication of any criminal activity going on. Your presence in today's day and age may hype up the civilian population. I would say, no, we need to change this policy. If there is no indicated crime whatsoever, we're not going to go there because we're going to escalate the situation by trying to create a crime. It's how it is. We need to start admitting this. When the cops go to a scene, they look to manufacture a crime based on the evidence and totality of the circumstances. We have to talk about this.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The man shown in this video has been identified as 27-year-old Peter Villalobos. At the time of the incident, he had an outstanding warrant for suspicion of being under the influence.
Do you see how they go right to this? It couldn't just be a fucking guy who was in the bathroom, constipated, had some problem. You have to create something. Well, Izzo, but he could have been one. His warrant could have been for kidnapping and murder and this and that. Yeah, but it also could have not been. I'm so tired of drug paraphernalia, controlled substance. I don't give a shit about drugs anymore. If the worst thing this guy did was pass out while taking a shit because he did a bump, or maybe he had a heart attack because it just jacked up his heart, I don't care about drugs anymore. I don't. We need to decriminalize drugs. We truly need to. Because I didn't say legalize them. I said decriminalize them. Because this is where the violence between police and the public get. Because cops see fucking red like a bull and a cape when it comes to drugs. Oh my God, cannabis! Ah! And they go right after it. I did all the time. It's so stupid. Outstanding warrant. Here's his outstanding warrant for being under oh my God. This is the warrant right here. So this doesn't mean now, this means then. Outstanding warrant for suspicion of being under the influence of a controlled substance and possession of drug paraphernalia. It's not now. That's what the warrant is for. Judge wants him in front of him because, we suspect you're under the influence of a controlled substance. Who the fucking, was he operating heavy farm machinery? Was he driving a car? That'd be different. Possession of drug paraphernalia. Possession of drug paraphernalia could simply mean this guy went to McDonald's. He clipped a straw and it had residue, drug residue on that. That's drug paraphernalia. He could have a screen, an SOS pad. Got to draw heroin up through it. Could have a bent spoon, drug paraphernalia. Glass pipe, drug paraphernalia. Rolling papers, drug paraphernalia. Do you see what I mean? Yes, I will vilify. I'm doing this for you younger cops out there because the older ones will never. They will swear on until the time they die that their righteous work saved the world, and it really did. Outside of car crashes and domestic issues where somebody is drugged up out of their mind, stabbing families, the average citizen who consumes drugs, it's recreational. Let them get fucked up for all I care. But you have to start asking yourself, are you understanding, or are you immediately going to vilify the person because it fits the context of what the state wants to charge them money for, which is all it is.
Influence of a controlled substance and possession of drug paraphernalia. The first officer...
Now, also, let's go back to this. Did the cops know this at the time? Notice how these videos go. The chief of police from Riverside has to cover his ass because someone was killed in their custody, which means he's going to come on first and he's going to vilify the shit out of this subject. We just went from a McDonald's employee caller saying, I don't know who this is, somebody needs help, to the chief of police of Riverside immediately telling you, the viewer, this was a bad man. So that while you watch this, you're going to go, fuck around, find out. He played stupid games, win stupid prizes. This is not law enforcement. This is scumbaggery. Chief of police of Riverside, you're a piece of shit. Please, let's talk about everything you do. Can we talk about the relationship with your wife if you have one? I want to hear how many times that you've been unfaithful or just a lazy piece of shit at home so that we could say before the chief of police of Riverside gives a press conference, he never does the dishes. He drinks at home. He hasn't fucked his wife in 3 years, and it makes her think about stepping outside of their marriage. We need to attack your character first. Just because you put on that uniform does not put you above any criticism as well. So I hate all of you scumbags out there who vilify somebody, removing the presumption of innocence as due process affords them. So again, Riverside County, to cover their ass, purposely vilified this person in the first 3 minutes, 45 seconds of this video. So as you watch the police kill him, you will not support or condemn them for what they did.
Responded to the business where the manager requested Peter be removed and arrested for trespassing. The officer found Peter locked in a restroom stall, and after a few minutes, he came out. When he tried to detain him and verify his identity, Peter became uncooperative and resisted being handcuffed.
See, they did not know who he was. Now let's talk about this for a second. Do you have to ID him? If, and I'm going to say, so do we have an illegal search and seizure here? How can they arrest him for trespassing if they didn't already notify him, right? So if they did notify him, that means they already had knowledge of him. I don't know if this is in the report or anything. So how are you trying to identify Peter and verify his identity? You would have already known who he is. That's Peter. We deal with him 20 times a fucking month. Peter, we told you last week you can't be in here. It wouldn't be give me your ID. It would be put your hands behind your back. So based on how this came out, I'm hearing unlawful seizure. I'm unlawful seizure. That's what I'm hearing right now. Violation of Fourth Amendment. If they're taking him into custody for public intoxication, okay, then just put the cuffs on him. That would be different. But you'd have to base the totality of the circumstances on his impairment. But we didn't hear that. We heard the manager wanted him arrested for trespass. Well, that's not how it works. We have to notify him more. Okay, you're no longer needed. You're no longer allowed to be here. Okay. This is my thing right now. And I don't know how this works. Maybe you guys can clarify in the comment section. If I'm taking a shit at McDonald's and for some strange reason the employees just don't want me there and they go, you're not allowed to come back here, I didn't commit a crime. If the cop shows up and says, they don't want you back here, we need your ID. Why? What crime did I commit? Well, we need to put it in our report so we can say you're trespassed. I'm not giving you my fucking ID. I didn't commit a crime. They just don't like my shirt. They don't like my facial hair. They don't like the fact that I smelled up the bathroom based on their food. No crime was committed. So why is it then they have to seize the identification of the subject for a non-existent crime to trespass them for a crime they didn't commit? You see how this is kind of a problem? We need to take a look at these things.
Handcuffed. A second officer arrived, and both officers repeatedly attempted to gain Peter's voluntary compliance through verbal commands, de-escalation efforts, and multiple pleas for cooperation. When Peter continued to resist, force was used to take him into custody. He was handcuffed, medical aid was requested, and Peter was transported to a local hospital for treatment and medical clearance prior to booking. Unfortunately, he later died at the hospital. In a moment, you'll see video footage from various viewpoints related to this case. Please note that the angles shown may not fully reflect the officer's perspective at the time of the incident. Some portions of these videos may be disturbing and are not suitable for children or individuals sensitive to graphic content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Again, what crime is being committed of somebody being in the bathroom not answering the knock on the door? I'm not going to answer. I'm like, fuck, I'm trying to take a shit in peace, man.
You've been in here for over an hour.
No, I was been out here by 6 o'clock in the morning.
You've been here for over an hour, and the employees want you to leave. You need to come out now. What was that?
So why am I actually, I was in the restroom.
I can't hear you.
I was in the restroom.
Yeah, well, you're being trespassed because you've been in here for over an hour. You hear me?
Yeah.
I can't stand corporations leveraging the police as their fucking nightclub doorman. You got a problem? Get rid of somebody yourself. I'm so tired of this shit. You have a problem with somebody being on your property. It's a private property, right? You can refuse service. So why are the police showing up? This is insanely wrong. People were going to die more because cops don't know what the limitations of their power are. So you have somebody shows up shitting. McDonald's just doesn't want him there. They could discriminate for anything. You smell bad. They could say they don't like you look, and they're going to come up with some reason of what this is how this works, right? They could just not like this person because he's Hispanic or he's black or he's Asian, and they can call the police, and the police will remove them. Get your own fucking private security. Get the keys, open them up, remove them, throw them on the street. This is not, never has been, never will be a police problem.
Hurry up. You need any medical attention? 243 open code 4. You can cancel fire and AMR. Hurry up. What's your first name? Yes, it does. What's your first name? You're being trespassed. So what's your first name?
I don't, again, I look back on this, and I'm going to tell you flat out, I don't fully understand this. And I'm open to hearing the explanation for this. Someone tell me why. If you go to a private business and the business doesn't want you there, I can understand destroying it, right? You cause damage to the property. But if the business employees or owners just don't want you there just because, this is my legitimate question. What law did you break? If you didn't break a law, what right do the police have to seize your information, to identify you? I legitimately, maybe I'm lost and I just can't understand it because I've been out of the game so long. I want to know what law he broke, because I did not have the lawful authority to demand someone's ID or information without probable cause. Reasonable suspicion, I don't like reasonable suspicion. I mean, the reason being is it's a cunt hair shy away from probable cause, and I was never going to wind up giving an order or demanding unless I had probable cause. Reasonable, I'm not about to risk it with reasonable suspicion. That's just me. It's just me. I want as lawful as I can get. So right now, my question, he didn't break the law. He was taking a shit. There's no law that says, hey, you really got to push it. If he's constipated, if it's a medical issue, what law? So if he didn't break a law, what right do cops have to demand identification? Is this not, at this point, an unlawful, and illegal seizure? So at what point are we going to stop complying with this? Because the more we do comply with this, the more that they're going to keep you keep giving an inch, the cop is going to take fucking 10,000 miles. Soon, it's going to be papers, please. And you're all going to find yourselves under the thumb of the law.
What was it? It means you're not allowed to come back here anymore. At all. What is your first name?
My name's Peter.
What?
Peter.
Peter?
Now, again, here's my thing. Who are you suing? You can't sue McDonald's because if they don't want you there anymore, fine, great. You'd have to find a reason to discriminate. I'd sue the police department. What right do you tell me that I don't have the right to be there? I didn't do anything. Did the owner or manager articulate that I committed any crime? No. Then who the fuck are you to tell me I can't be here? If they say I can't, great. Take my picture, get me on the surveillance camera. Now it's your responsibility to identify me if I come in here. And then, hey, this is the guy who matches the description of whatever. It's going to be a lot more loose of an issue. This is a big fucking problem, this trespass bullshit. All because corporations and private businesses don't want to do their own dirty work. They make the police, who are willing, the hired henchmen of their business.
Peter, what's your last name? Spell it for me. Peter, how do you spell your last name? Is that B as in boy?
I think so.
What do you mean you think so?
Yes.
So say it again. Say it slow. B-I-L-L-A-L-O?
Yeah, B-I-L-L-O.
Now, since you're already treating him like a criminal, this is abhorrent officer safety. All this guy has to do is open the door and walk out and start blasting you. You're fucked. So if we're going to automatically assume this guy's a criminal, just like the chief of police of Riverside said, right? You already vilified him. He's got a warrant for doing something they weren't even sure that he did. Possession of fucking drug paraphernalia. It's so stupid. Hey, here's an apple that was cut. It's got a hole cut in it. Possession of drug paraphernalia. But right now, he's a criminal, right? Right, Judge, Chief, or whatever the hell your name is. So this is abhorrent cop tactics because that door could have been opened up. The guy could have just ran out with a knife or a gun and killed the cop.
So B-I-L-L-A-L-O. Okay, and then what is your date of birth?
May 9th.
What?
May 9th.
Of what year?
May.
What?
May.
May 9th of what year?
98.
98? How old are you?
27.
You know, if you're lying to me about your date of birth, that's going to be worse, right?
Why is it going to be worse? What crime did he commit? Again, what crime did he commit? He is not being arrested for trespass. He's being notified by you thugs that the owners, who are fucking lazy, don't want him there anymore. So you're doing their dirty work like good little lapdogs. What crime did he commit? Now, here's the problem. I'm not defending. If this guy murdered somebody else, it's still, people have the presumption of innocence in this country, but we're taking it away every single day. It's going to happen to you if you guys keep going, fuck around, find out. Guy was a scumbag. I don't give a shit. I want to go by the Constitution and the law. What could you arrest him for if he gives you a false date of birth, considering the fact that, as far as I'm concerned, you are illegally and unlawfully ordering him to give you his identification? He didn't commit a crime.
It doesn't matter. How do you not know your date of birth? You need to come out. You've been in for over an hour. You need to come out now before I go in there and I pull you out. You heard what I said. You've been in there for over an hour. You need to leave now. It is crazy. Hurry up.
Now, what kills me is cops can't do this to people who are homeless sleeping on the side of the street and shit, but you'll sure as shit do it for corporations. So when it comes down to like the L in Chicago, you know, you guys will leave bums sleeping in piss and shit on the train, and they get to ride it all the time, right? Or side of the sidewalks just blocking people, or any other major metropolis Democrat-run city out there. You won't do anything about that, but you'll do it at the behest of the giant corporations that are paying your salaries, right? Or are they paying your salaries? Or are they incentivizing your government by giving them a campaign? I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't understand this. And the more that maybe I'm turning into a bleeding heart liberal the older I get, but it doesn't make any sense to me anymore.
Let's go. Yes, I'm still here. I'm here until you get out. Let's go.
All right, what would I do? Fuck it, I get paid by the hour. I'm leaving it. I'm shutting the door. I'm not letting anybody in. And if it takes this guy 10 hours to get out, I'm getting paid the overtime. Why use force? I'm going to sit there, play on my iPhone, get something to eat. I don't care. I'm not going to use force. You know he's in there by himself. There makes no difference whatsoever. If he comes out of the door in the bathroom with guns blazing, that's one thing. But then he comes out of the door there again, guns blazing. You can clear that area. Get rid of all the people. Secure it. There's no reason to force entry. Get him out. There's no reason to waste your fucking time and use any force. Sit there. And if your state, your municipality, your sheriff's department is going to make you do this, then fucking milk it for every hour you can get. Sit on your ass, take your damn time, and let the guy, if he comes out tomorrow morning for shift change. I don't care. I'm getting paid.
Why did you just lock that door?
Oh, I just closed it, but
You locked it. I saw you. Wash your hands.
you have napkins?
I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here just to save time because this is long.
You're going to go over by my vehicle.
I don't know what.
You're going to stay over by my vehicle while I verify your identity.
Again, what lawful authority does he have to ID this man when, as far as I'm concerned, no crime was committed? Are we going to say loitering? Okay, that's the percent. How do we know exactly he was in there for an hour? And then how much time is loitering? Going to the bathroom, defecating, especially after eating McDonald's food, an hour is not unreasonable. It's just not. So what crime was committed that, A, the police show up, he called off the fire department. What right does he have to demand ID and now identify this subject?
Right over here. Lean up against my bumper.
I'm not doing that. I'm not going.
I said lean up against my bumper.
I'm too young.
What?
I'm too young. I'm not going with you, dude.
What do you mean you're not going with me?
No, I'm just, I can't.
I told you that you're going to lean up here while I verify your ID.
I'm not going to jail.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard you.
Why is he there? Leave. Walk away. You got him out. This is a massive problem. You got him. This I've been saying this for a long time, and I understand it because we did it. No crime was committed, but now the cops are going to escalate it to make sure a crime will be committed. It's almost like it's a waste. Like they're not allowed to show up on scene. Don't come home empty fucking handed. Do not come home without those handcuffs being put on somebody. I want to know legitimately because I can't see it. No crime was committed. The end result was McDonald's got what they want. If he's trespassed, it's not the police's responsibility anymore. It's McDonald's responsibility. It needs to be taken out of the hands of police. You're not welcome here anymore. Okay. I'm going to grab a Polaroid of you or get our security camera. You don't want somebody on there? Get security cameras up. Now you identify it, get your own security to keep an eye on people coming and going. You have just because you don't want him there does not give you any right to demand his ID. So now the police show up. They did the dirty work. He's removed. He's out. You got what you wanted. What further action are the police allowed to take? What probable cause do they have to seize him? Right now, they're seizing him. He's not free to leave, and identify him. What? I don't know what it is.
I'm not doing that.
Lean up against the.
I don't have to. I'm not a kid. I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm just not a kid. I'm not going to help me like that.
Turn around.
No, you can't hurt me. I just came out the room.
Around.
You can't hurt me, though. No, I'm not doing that.
Turn around.
All right.
You're gonna make me call. You're gonna make me call for somebody else to
I don't
come.
give a
Hey.
Really? You're going to make me call for somebody else to come? Wow. We have we have a massive problem of cops in America. Massive problem. You go hands-on, you better be able to do it yourself. You decide to go hands-on, you had better decide and have the ability to go on your to do it yourself. I don't know why he put his hands on this guy. He doesn't have to lean against your car. He doesn't. You have a problem with officer safety, you take 2 steps back. There is nothing this guy did that warranted you seizing him, you identifying him, or now you ordering him to lean against your car. He didn't do anything. This is not good.
Then just listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying put your hands on the hood. I'm telling you to lean up against my vehicle. So turn around.
I have a legitimate question. I'm just going to pose this, and this is not meant to spark anything other than this. But at what point, if somebody knew the law, if I knew the law, if this was me in this circumstance, you put your hand on me, fuck you. It's on. It's on. If I'm in the bathroom taking a shit, and you as a cop come order me out and want my ID, no. You want me to sit there and put your hand? No. You put your hands on me, I'm going to defend myself. This is a real problem in America. I'm not pulling the officer Brandon Tatum, just comply. Just comply and you will die. We have to be more educated. Because the more educated we are, we can challenge the police. And the more that the police are challenged, the more they will have to up their game to say, shit, you're right. I can't do that. I have to do this. It's okay that somebody can do this because it's free in America to do, and I have to be okay with this. There needs to be a level of lawful, righteous resistance. And in this case, I'm just setting this up for a discussion. If he did nothing wrong, if he did not break a crime or break the law and commit a crime, and the cop illegally seizes him, that's kidnapping. If the cop illegally orders his ID, that's can't order it, you didn't do anything, and the cop goes hands on him, why are we still fuck, this sounds so horrible. I'm not calling for violence against the police. I'm asking, what are you saying? Well, fight it in court. We know most people cannot afford to hire a lawyer who could go through this. So you actually expect somebody to sue the police at doing something like this and win? Or do we sit there and actually defend ourselves? This is a serious issue in America right now.
I don't have to do that.
Turn around. I'm verifying your ID because you're being trespassed.
Well, everybody else is trespassing.
Maybe if you would have listened the first time, you wouldn't be trespassed. But you didn't listen the first time. So they want you trespassed. Did you give me your real identity or did you give me a fake identity?
My real identity. My name's Peter.
What?
My name's Peter.
Peter, and spell your last name for me one more time.
Lobos. V-I-L-L.
So V as in Victor, not B as in boy.
No, V as in victory. I as in...
Why are you shaking?
I don't know, that's good.
Spell your last name one more time.
V-I-I-L-L.
L-L.
A-L.
A-L.
O-B.
O what?
B.
B.
O-S.
O-S. So you lied to me about your last name.
No.
I'm just telling you, I'm not defending a criminal, but I am. Because if you want the law done righteously, you have to do it righteously. You can't give any room for error when you're a cop fucking shit up like this. This guy could be the next, I don't know, John Wayne Gacy. He could have 30 kids buried in his basement. We don't know that. And you're gonna get him off because you did not arrest him properly with probable cause. And I'm blown away at how many people want to bypass due process, and simply because body camera footage shows somebody after the fact, a press conference will vilify the person and give them the information before the scene is sent out that they've already formed. They've tainted the video. They've Grady Judded it like fucking crazy, that we're going to sit there and vilify people. As much as I hate criminality, I love the Constitution. And I love the concept of the presumption of innocence. It's still the most important part of our system.
I'm not lying.
Stop looking around. What is your date of birth? How do you not know your date of birth?
This would all have been solved if this man knew his rights and said, did I commit a crime? No, you didn't. You're being trespassed. Explain what that means. That means we have to notify you that you are no longer allowed in the premises here or you'll be arrested next time you come. Fantastic. I'm leaving. We need your ID. No, you don't. I did not commit a crime. Yes, we do. No, you don't. I'm refusing to give you my identification. And walk away. This is an insane problem in this country.
If you don't tell me your date of birth, I'm going to put you in handcuffs.
1998. I don't remember. I don't have anything. I don't have no idea.
How does someone not remember their birthday? That's something you celebrate every year as a kid. That's something that you have to write down on a lot of paperwork as an adult. Lean up against.
All right, let's play the other side of the coin. How would Izzo have handled this? Man, you are fucked up. It is 6:45 in the morning. I haven't had my coffee yet. Do me a favor. McDonald's doesn't want you here. I don't give a shit if you just did a line of blow in the bathroom and you've got a bag of weed in your pocket. Do me a favor. I need, please, your ID. I'm asking for your ID so I could fill out my report and leave. I'm not going to sit there and do any more investigation than I need to. Can I please get your ID so I can go get my fucking morning brand cup of coffee and take a shit? You have to learn how to talk to people. You have to learn how to talk to people. Again, there's my number, departments. You guys need some defensive tactics or how to talk to people? Fucking hire me. Fucking hire me. Nobody could talk people into handcuffs better than me.
It's my vehicle.
I'm not doing it wrong. I'm not going anywhere.
You're getting trespassed.
Okay, I'm getting trespassed.
No, lean up against my vehicle. I'm verifying your identity.
I don't have no identity to show you that.
You do. Everybody does.
No, I don't.
What is your date of birth?
It's May.
Peter, look at me. If you're trying to lie, you're going to go to jail. If you're lying to me, you're going to jail.
I'm not lying.
Well, it seems like you're...
Okay, so which is it? If you're trying to lie, you're going to jail. So now it's attempt obstruction? That's a crime? We have cops who don't know what the fucking law is at all.
lying. You're trying to tell me you don't know your birthday. You give me a fake last name the first time. What is your date of birth?
Why are you lying?
What is your date of birth?
I can't tell you that. I don't remember.
What is your date of birth?
I don't have one.
Okay. So what I want you to do is you're going to turn around and put your hands behind your back.
I'm not going with you.
I'm going to handcuff you until I verify your identity.
Okay, I'll try to say, can I write it on paper? Can I get a part of the paper?
Last time. For what crime? What are you now going to kidnap him for? What crime did he commit? I'm hoping, I'm praying one of you in the comments section sits there and makes me look so stupid by saying, Izzo, the pretext of trespassing is a crime, so he is supposed to give ID. It's the Supreme Court ruled you have to. I'm hoping I'm embarrassed in this video. I really am, because right now I am blown away that we're at the point, because we all did it. We all did it. Property owner doesn't want you anymore. Do you have your ID and license? If somebody had said to me years ago when I was a cop, wait a second, so I'm not allowed to be here yet. Am I under arrest for trespass to property? No. The next time you are, well, then we can arrest you. Okay, so I didn't commit a crime yet? No. Well, then why do I have to give you my ID? I would be stupid. I would go, holy shit, I don't know. I wouldn't have an answer for that. I would not. So I'm hoping somebody please give me case law if it is required in the cases of private corporations requesting someone is trespassed for no crime has been committed, that the police are lawfully allowed to order someone to give them their identification, subsequently arrest them when they don't, refuse to, or give false ID. This is tyranny.
Turn around.
I'm not going with you, bro.
You're not going anywhere. So right now, I'm telling you to turn around.
I'm not a kid. I'm not going to listen to that.
Okay, that's fine. Then you're going to get charged with the 148.
I'm not doing nothing.
Yes.
No. I'm not going to fuck with it. I'm not doing this.
Turn around.
I'm not doing this.
Turn around. Turn around.
I'm not going with you.
Turn around. You hear me?
I'm not going to. I'm not going with you, guys. I'm not going, dude.
I said turn the around.
I'm not going with you, dude.
All right, so this is where Peter dies. So what happens is Peter is now murdered, Riverside chief of police. You tried to vilify him in the beginning by saying that we should all not have compassion for Peter because he's a drug addict and he lied. But now I'm going to tell you, without even seeing this footage, that your cops murdered Peter because they couldn't do their job. So cop number one has no idea what the fuck he's doing. He's by himself. I haven't heard him call for backup yet. He waved off rescue. He goes hands-on by himself. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. Another cop or 2 or 10 is going to show up. They're going to pound the shit out of Peter because they see this fucking butterball, useless cop who cannot do the job by himself struggling with Peter. So now the cops who show up on scene, who know nothing about the context of what's going on, show up and they're going to fucking pig pile, beat the shit out of Peter because they see their partner struggling. What should happen is these cops, who I don't know if they're named now in a lawsuit because the family of Peter should sue, they should have taken this initiating contact officer back to the department, into the locker room of the Sallyport, and beaten the living shit out of this cop for putting them in the position to have to murder a man on his behalf. And we're going to see that happen.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
I'm not doing anything wrong, homie.
What did I just tell you?
I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not a kid, homie. What the f?
Stop acting like one.
All right,
You hear me?
My bad.
You hear me?
Yes, I hear
The
you.
next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for a partner to come over here, and we're going to put you in handcuffs, and we're going to put you in the backseat of my car. I'm going to take you to jail if you do not comply.
Okay, I'm going to comply with you.
Then put your hands behind your back
I'm
right
not
now
gonna do that.
until I verify your identity. Once I verify your identity, I will let you go.
He's already struggling and he has not called for a backup unit. Wow.
What do you mean my identity? What are you talking about?
Who you are. So put your hand behind your back.
No, I'm not doing that.
Did you hear me? Put your hand behind your back.
I'm not doing that, dog. I'm not doing that. I'm doing that, dog. I'm not doing that. I'm not.
243, can I get a 1110 to my location?
I'm not even doing it wrong. I'm not doing it wrong, dude. What the f***?
What did I just say? Hurry up.
Wow, you cops are pussies today. You cannot take somebody into custody by yourself. I keep trying to tell you, the citizen, this. This man is a substandard police officer. Because he couldn't do the job, the cops had to escalate the force, which then murdered this, criminal or not. I don't care about his past behavior. I truly don't care about this point. I care about what the police did. Because this cop couldn't do his job, right? Because they hired a inept substandard candidate to sweep the streets, somebody who has just a shit, I don't know, too fat, couldn't do the job, couldn't pass the power test, whatever it is. They put him on the street. Now we have to escalate the force we use to take somebody into custody, and this man died because of it. Do you not see that the worse cops you put on the streets, the more people will get murdered by the police? It's lowering the standard, which lowers the threshold of use of force being used on them, and it's going to be deemed justified in the eyes of the law. This is the worst thing ever for the country right now.
What do you want from me, stupid?
Let's go, come on.
I'm not going with you, homie.
Stop making things so difficult.
I don't care. I'm not going to listen to you.
Stop making things so difficult.
I don't want to listen to you, dog.
Hey, stop making things so difficult. You hear me?
I'm not listening to you.
Stop making things so difficult.
What do you mean?
You hear me?
You're talking to the wrong person, dog.
You hear me? Stop.
Hey, I'm not fucking, right? Homie, back up. I'm not going to fight you, dog.
Then stop.
You're too big.
Then stop. Then stop.
Stop bitching, you fool.
Stop.
Stop fucking with me, bro.
Stop.
I don't have to. I'm not doing nothing wrong.
Put your hand behind your back.
Nigga. I was just doing pressure, man.
For over an hour, they asked you to leave multiple times. I told you to leave. You're making an excuse, and now you're being trespassed.
I don't even know what you're talking
So
about.
stop. Stop.
Stop.
All you have to do is just comply, and then you'd be let go after I trespass you. But you're not listening.
Okay, I'm leaving it to I'm leaving right now.
You're not leaving right now. I have to verify who you are so I can trespass you.
I don't give a fuck who you think I am. I'm not listening to you, bro. I'm not my focus. I just want to go home. I just want to go home, dude.
Well, you're not going to go home if you don't listen. If you listen, you're going home. If you don't listen, you're not going home.
Listen.
You're not listening. Until you put your hands behind your back and you're not listening.
I'm not going with you, dude. Everybody keeps fucking me, bro.
This cop has zero control over this guy whatsoever. This is police escalated. What if this guy was from out of state? I stopped in to take a shit. I'm on the road. I'm not coming back to this state. Why do you need to trespass me? What crime did I commit?
Carry on, man, and I won't come back, dude. No, dude, I want to go home. I'm not even trying to do it. Why do you keep fucking me for it?
Trying to ID this guy for a trespass. He was in there for over an hour, refusing to leave even when I was here, and now he's not complying.
What the fuck? This guy comes up, you see your partner with hands on, somebody pressed against the squad car. This guy just moseys right up.
Trying to ID this guy for a trespass. He was in there for over...
Oh my God. The citizen, you know, you guys who have no law enforcement training, don't understand this. The guys who are in the comment section, you guys with, you know, the 10, 15, 20 years on, 30-year vets, are you just not as fucking blown away as I am? You pull up on scene, your partner has two hands on somebody, and you just walk up. Are you kidding me? I come from the last generation of true professional police officers. I don't know what the fuck we call this today at all.
For an hour, refusing to leave even when I was here, and now he's not complying.
What do you mean? It's not just a I'm not doing shit. What's your name, brother? My name is Peter. Don't you can't fuck with me. Okay. I'm not gonna go there because you're gonna hurt my arm. My mom's right there. My mom's right there. Homie, I don't want to. My mom's right there. Homie, what the fuck? What the fuck? Huh? Are you gonna comply or you're not gonna comply? Are you gonna hurt me? I don't want to hurt you. You're not gonna fuck me, huh? Are you gonna comply or not? I'm not. Huh? What am I doing wrong though? What the fuck?
Riverside, you guys even know what an arm bar is?
I went in there to do what I had to do. What am I doing? I'm trying to explain to you what is going on.
Trying to verify your identity.
These guys have no idea what they're doing.
Because you're trying to give me a fake name.
I'm not trying to give you a fake
And you're telling me that you don't want to go to jail. But you're going to go to jail because of the way you're acting.
No, I'm not doing nothing wrong to no one.
Then put your hand behind your back. And then
You're going to go to jail for the way you're acting. Not for a crime that you committed, but your actions. Now, actions are indicative of a crime, but what crime? What crime?
you'll be released once I trespass you and verify your identity.
What are you talking about?
I've already told you multiple times.
Is there anything
Well, now he's resisting, though. Now he's physically resisting. So, wait a second. You escalated this all the way up to where you're trying to detain him. He's physically resisting you, but you're going to run his ID, then let him go? If you live in Riverside, dude, get the fuck out of this town. You are not safe with these cops at all.
What do you mean comply? See how you're resisting me? I haven't patted you down for weapons. I don't know what you have. I have nothing. You're trying to take my pocket and see what the fuck. Okay, put your hand on your back so I can do that. This is how we do things. No, I'm good. I'm not doing it. Are you going to comply?
Dude, you 20 and 30 year guys. Did you hear what he said? He just goes, I haven't patted you down for weapons yet. Just put your hands behind your back. He showed up. This guy could have pulled a pistol, a knife out of his waistband. Oh my God. I do this shit for you guys so you can see how horrible law enforcement is. It's a bigger problem than you think. It truly is. I see gold lettering on this. So this guy, I'm guessing, is going to be brass. So if he doesn't even know how to conduct a pat down for weapons for safety issues, and he's facing a guy with no control over any arm because douchebag McGee here has an arm up at the upper tricep and at the fucking wrist. I have no idea if he even knows what he's doing. You still got the bendable elbow there. And then that leaves the right hand free. But cop number 2, shitbag McGee, is sitting there going, I need to pat you down for weapons. And he has no control over a free hand that can go for weapons. Chief, you need help, man? 708-982-0974. If this is any indication how your department is run, you are fucking all lost.
No, there's comply. Okay, wait, I'm sorry. Well, are you going to comply or not? What do you mean comply? What does that mean? I'm about to throw you on the ground. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Put your hand behind your back. You gotta let go of my arm. Put your hand behind your back. Okay, wait, ow! Okay, I've got your fucking hand behind your back. All right, bro. Okay, bro. I'm not doing nothing to you, bro.
What's he reaching for?
Oh, leave me. Oh.
What's he reaching for? What's he reaching for? Well, you would have known if you patted him down 20 minutes ago.
Your identity. I've already told you this multiple times. Because you're trying to give me a fake name.
I'm not trying to give you a
And
fake
you're telling me that you don't want to go to jail. But you're going to go to jail because of the way you're acting.
No, I'm not doing nothing wrong to no one.
Then put your hand behind your back. And then you'll be released once I trespass you and verify your identity.
What are you talking about?
I've already
told you multiple
times.
Is there anything I can say or do to get you to comply right now, sir? What do you mean comply? What does comply mean? See how you're resisting me? I haven't patted you down for weapons. I don't know what you have. I have nothing. You're trying to take in my pocket and see what the f***. Then put your hand on your back so I can do that. This is how we do things.
You can't do that.
No, I'm good. I'm not doing it. Are you going to comply?
You can't go, if you're patting him down for weapons, you cannot lawfully go inside of his pocket. He has not committed a crime. If you're patting him down for weapons, that is an illegal search if you go in his pockets. Do you guys even know the fucking law?
Why are you not going to comply? Okay, I'm sorry. Don't fuck my arms, huh? Well, are you going to comply or not? Huh? What do you mean comply? What does that even mean?
I'm about to throw you on the ground.
Okay, what am I doing wrong?
Put your
I don't
hand
think you
behind your
can.
You gotta let go of my arm, okay,
back.
bro?
Put your hand behind your back.
Hey, wait.
Put your hand behind your back.
All right, bro. Okay, bro. Okay. I'm not doing nothing to you, fool. Bro, we need to fucking go, bro.
Both of their body cameras were knocked off of their person. Wow, how convenient. Okay, let's take a look at this. This is the dash camera footage. This, again, now, they're both having gold lettering, so I guess this is part of their uniform. For those who are wondering, if you're in law enforcement and you're a new cop and you watch my shit, this is the worst tactics I have seen in quite a while. I keep saying this. These are the worst tactics I've ever seen. This officer has zero control over the subject. Let's pretend for a second that he did everything lawful and a crime was committed. So now you want to do a pat down for weapons, or you want to cuff them, then search them. Let's just say that. This is dangerous. You have a right hand free, and you have a cop standing completely squared up to him within striking position. This cop could have been laid the fuck out, picking up his teeth off of the pavement. And he lets go. Now he's got two hands free. I'm going to move forward a little bit because I want you to see. That goes hands on again. Now this is escalating. This is police escalation. Now this guy's getting leverage by putting his hand on the car. He's got more leverage now. He can pull away. I don't know what this guy's doing, pushing. This cop has no clue what he's doing. This is untrained. And the more untrained you are, the more dangerous you are. It means you're going to escalate the force when you don't know what you're doing. You're going to get out of breath. You're going to lose the fight. It's just like that Arkansas State Trooper, 6 minutes of fighting. She didn't know what she was doing, so she resorted to her pistol. Again, this man died because these cops did not know what they're doing. We need to sue. The family of this man needs to sue massively with this department. This department, because they didn't know what they're doing, they're going to murder this man. Again, so you see, right? Here you go. I got my partner, Ken. I worked with him for a long time. We went to almost every call together. We knew how each other worked. And I'm trying to think what would happen if I just was hands-on. And Ken, it just blows me away. I know exactly what he would do. He wouldn't mosey up. It blows me away how inept these cops are. He's calling for another unit. I want to get to where the other cop shows up. He has no control over this guy. Other cop moseys up. You can see him in the glass moseying up. You see hands on, you go hands on, put him in. This is amazing. Oh, they don't have their body cameras on in the squad. They have to put them on as they get out. Again, another cop who has no idea what control tactics are. Neither one of these guys have any clue at all. No leverage points. I don't know what this shit is. You have nothing. He still has an elbow available to manipulate on both sides. No control over his center of gravity. Nothing. He has no, look at what are you reaching underhand grip for? What are you getting? Again, I'm really trying to point this out to you. If you don't even know what basic control tactics are and how to take somebody into custody, then that means you're going to have a harder time doing it. If you have a harder time doing it, what are you going to do? You're going to escalate the force. You're going to escalate the force because you didn't know how to take them into custody with minimal force to begin with. Fathers, send your sons into wrestling programs from once they hit 3 years old, 5 years old, get them wrestling. Neither one of these cops knows anything that they're doing. this is why this man died. This man was murdered because these cops had no clue what they were doing. They have zero control out of him. All he needs to do, rip one elbow back, rip one elbow forward. He's out of custody. He can run if he wants to. Dear Lord. They don't know what they're doing. What? Oh my God. This guy, absolutely useless. This guy, fucking clueless. Now the body fight or flight is going to kick in. There you go. Covering up the head. Fight or flight. He's actively resisting being taken into custody. Again, let's go back. What crime did he commit? Even if he's hiding his warrant or whatever, I don't give a shit. At this point, I want to see righteous policing. So he's not trying to defeat their arrests half as much as he's trying to not be taken into custody, technically defeating their arrest. But he's not actively fighting back. So there you go. There's the punches. There's the punches. When in doubt, beat the shit out of somebody. Here's another one. This is another cop just moseying right up. No, that's a McDonald's employee. Skip ahead. Top corner. Over here. Dear God. Every cop I worked with in every neighboring town would have had zero problem taking this guy into custody. What the fuck happened? What happened? He's still on the ground. There's the punches. Back it up so you can see it. Here's the frustration. We don't know what we're doing. So like toddlers, we're going to smash. You can't call this use of force that was necessary to effect an arrest anymore. We need to change this. This needs to be fought. We need criminal accountability on a federal level because cops are not trained and they're not doing their job. This is no different in my eyes than you hiring some guy who fucking, I don't know, is a dishwasher repairman, but we're running out of surgeons, so you give him the cardiac floor. And then you don't hold him accountable when he kills your fucking family. The cop runs up. Three cops. Three. What was the crime? What crime did he commit? Still on the ground. Still can't get him into custody. They're finally standing up.
What hurts? What?
I'm too hurt.
What hurts?
My arms.
Okay, what else?
I need some water.
Get that from here.
This guy even
sit up right now. We got paramedics.
This guy even wearing a vest? Yeah.
Can I have a little water?
Yeah.
Why are you shielding these cops' names? Or what is this? What are we shielding here? Why is it that we could dox this man and vilify him, but we don't get to know who these cops are? Fuck that. They work for the public. They have no anonymity. None. These cops need to be exposed for who they are.
Here, get you some water, all right?
Good. I love water.
You all right? You all right?
Hey, you got some water?
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Villalobos?
I got his,
Another cop shows up, and another cop
his
shows
date
up.
of birth.
Here's 5 cops for what crime? Peter?
You good?
I don't know. We have one guy walk up on us. I don't know where he went. And then a couple of guys driving through the drive-thru.
What crime did they commit? Somebody walks up on you. Holy shit. This is a police state, Riverside, California.
They got a camera right there, but I don't think he's pointing towards us. I don't even know.
Why, dude?
I don't know the
His fucking head. He's all tuned up. Look at that bruise. Look at his nose. Look at his eye.
You gonna be cool, dude? Yeah? Alright, I don't want no problems, alright, man? Just like I said from the very beginning.
And then they'll go through and see like nose.
Skipping ahead.
Denying any drugs or alcohol, but he's acting erratic.
This look is changing to panic. So,
No.
is he OG shots are good?
Yeah, OG shots are good. Get going, Alan. Yeah. All right, okay. Working on some IV access right now for you guys' blood.
Let's skip again to the hospital.
The knees and lower extremities. Besides,
Under investigation.
he's 802, alert to self and location.
While being treated at the hospital, Peter went into medical distress. Despite life-saving efforts, he was pronounced deceased at 9:42 a.m. The cause of death is still under investigation by the Riverside County Sheriff.
Yeah, your guys fucked him up to the point his heart was pumping so bad it probably escalated the drugs that were in his system. Maybe if you let him take a shit, move on with his day, go crash on the couch, get out of his system, he would still be alive today.
Coroner's office. Because this incident is classified as an in-custody death, I requested the Riverside County Sheriff's Force Investigations Detail to take over the investigation. Over the coming months, the Force Investigations Detail, assisted by the Riverside County District Attorney's Bureau of Investigations, will continue to investigate and analyze this incident.
Yeah, you're going to investigate yourself and you're going to determine that no law was broken. As far as I'm concerned, if you're in Riverside and you run across these two, fucking run. These two right here are, wow. They need to leave the profession right now immediately. This is insane. Again, in the totality of the circumstances, a man died because he was in a private business location. He didn't cause any damage. He was in the privacy of a bathroom. Remember, we've had this whole thing now. You can't remove men from women's bathrooms in California, right? The whole gender thing. But apparently, if somebody has taken a shit for too long in McDonald's, you can use the police as your own private security and have them removed. Then the police get to illegally demand your ID, illegally seize you, illegally take you into custody, and then beat the living shit out of you because they don't know how to take you into custody, and that'll escalate all the way up to your death. Guys, more and more, you are living up to the fucking hatred the public is giving you, and rightfully so. These are not cops. These are fucking domestic terrorists, and they need to be eradicated from this profession. I got nothing more.